Whoa, welcome back to Griftlands. It's time to do a little catch-up for you. It has been 2 days since I last recorded this game, and I have played through a run of Sal and 1, and I've played half a run of Rook. That went up yesterday. It was part of a sponsored stream that I did. It was streamed through Steam, and I recorded it so that you could see my first time playing Rook. We're gonna pick up the run that I've been doing on YouTube where we left off. I have a better handle on the game now, so I will be able to take you through it a little quicker. But let me go through the perks. I think I can start a new run, cancel the new run, but show you the perks that I've picked up because I won a run last night. I figured out how perks work. So there's a lot of these, and you get points for doing things throughout the game. It pops up at the top. I think we've seen a few. Most of them are pretty straightforward. Tier 1 perks are simple stuff like gain max health. First graph you install is upgraded immediately, things like that. So I'll just show you what I'm running, and as we go through, I will update you as I change my strategies. So I'm running 3 tier 2 perks. I'm running Stamina 2, which means fatigue starts 2 turns later than normal, lets us farm up more experience. I'm running Charming. A random person that likes you will love you instead at the start of each day. And I'm running Benefits 2 at the start of the game. 2 random people will like you. As time goes on, I'm going to hopefully just get into the tier 4, tier 5 stuff. But for now, we're running these. There's some interesting combos I think you can put together. Like there's a tier 1 perk, new pets are trained immediately. Plus eating food also restores the healthier pet. You can maybe build around having a really strong pet. And I also unlocked a few outfits. But, you know. Yeah, I won't change the outfit. I'm just going to use this one. They're not super different. You can still tell who's who. Character is just a little blue now. But yeah, I played through a run of this on stream. It is good. I have a pretty good feeling, or pretty good understanding. Give me a second here while I reaccustom myself with the deck we're running. We have 2 discards, some stabs. I think I was trying to play Bleed, but didn't have much for the battle side of things, and I feel like my negotiation was really strong. I'm playing Influence is all. Oh yeah, one other thing, red cards are now blue because of color blindness. Someone in my chat was like, hey, I have red-green colorblind, sad. So I was like, oh, there's a setting for this. So red cards are now blue. I'll still just refer to them as hostilities, but if you're wondering about that, yeah. And I think that should be all the catch-up I need to do for you. I'm gonna probably just hopefully knock out day 3. I believe we're on day 3, right? We killed the boss of day 2 in the last one. Yeah, and I have a graft to take. So from here on, as long as I'm not playing a character I haven't played before, I should be able to knock out 1 day per episode, but we will see. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for the support on Griftlands. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I think this game has a tough longevity for streaming, but for YouTube, I think that we can just do like an hour-long run or like an hour-long episode of each day until we get through to the end. So yeah, I'm enjoying this game enough that I will keep it coming for you. Shall we? Let me take a little sip here. I'm probably gonna have to pause this recording to get more water. I'm really thirsty. It's very hot today. I think last time, at the end of the last episode, I picked up Heirloom Nux, right? Because this doesn't seem bad. Max hand size is reduced by 3 for 1 action. Like, that seems fine. Let's do it. I realized, as well, Booster Clamp is interesting. Enemies no longer panic means that you cannot, like, not kill people, if I'm not mistaken. I think that if you take this, it just means you have to kill people in fights. Which, depending on how you're playing it out, can be good or bad. Who likes us? That's right, so we talked to Endo, Urug. Oh yeah, we let the assassin go. Bought Warwick a drink. I'm working with Nadan, it looks like, and then we kidnapped you. Yeah, okay, I remember where we are. I thought I ended on this screen in the last episode, but it probably just didn't. It probably just stopped me at the end of the last conversation. So. If there's too many cards, it's hard to pilot. What are you talking about? The Grog's almost looking homey. Find fish behind the bar, rigging the bar top to snap with electricity. She turns off the current as you approach. You know customers drink here, huh? Customers ain't got nothing to worry about, but no more assassins on my watch. It's take a while to set up. Why don't you go bother Nadan and see what you can do to get closer to Casio? Have a job for you later if you're interested. Okay. I sided with Nadan in the run that I played on stream as well, so I have a pretty good understanding of what's what. I had a lot more boons when I did this last time. It's strange. Oh, that's right. We have the Yote that's just killing it on this run. On the run that I played on stream, I over the course of 5 days, I had and lost 3 pets, which was sad. There's a special secondary quest here, huh? Oh, I should show you metal as well, real quick. I don't think I had this last time, but this is the metal shop. So, fights now also reward us metal, which is just this stuff. We have 38 of it right now, and this is meta currency, basically. We can come in here and we can drop, you can see the prices and the things. I'll read through them all real quick. Increase max health, increase max resolve, start game with more money. Basic battle cards start with bonus experience. Basic negotiation cards start with bonus experience. Recover resolve after every battle. Recover health after every negotiation. These are pretty sick. I might actually just drop 15 on both of these, actually. Battle graphs start with more XP. Negotiation graphs start with more XP. Flourish gained from all sources that you get flourish from. Skipping card drafts gives additional money. Max health of pets. Extra health when eating. Additional resolve when drinking. So the standouts here in my mind are skipping card drafts gives additional shills. This seems like you get a lot of extra money, especially if you go up to 20 on it. But let's do, I've just taken 2 in max health, max resolve, and 1 battle card bonus XP. I haven't gotten a ton of this resource, but let's do recover resolve after every battle and health after every negotiation. That seems cool. I will do it. Yeah, I'll try my best in these episodes to keep you updated since I'm streaming and YouTubing this. I'll try to keep you updated on what my unlocks are like. And tonight, which will be yesterday for you, I'm going to finish that run that went up of Rook, and I'll probably put that up for you. Since I put up the first half of the run, I'll probably put the second half of it up here somewhere for you to check out. Oh, let me show you the new flourishes also. You remember I think we used a flourish of, you may remember, we did a trounce. I'm pretty sure we've done a trounce. You can unlock more of them. So as Sal, I've only unlocked Chemomancy, apply 16 bleed, split evenly among all enemies. However, oh, I see. So the 15 is an upgrade. I did not realize it was 5 for the baseline and then 15 for the upgrade. So we can upgrade to Chemomancy 2. That does not seem very worth it. Okay, let's buy, in this case, I'll just buy like heal 10, discard your hand, choose Diplomacy or Hostility. I'm gonna grab Pure Diplomacy for gain 5 influence and apply 5 composure to it, and I'm gonna grab Rage, gain 3 dominance and improvise a hostility card from your deck. In this run, we will only need Pure Diplomacy. I'm not playing around the other option, but I think having both is good. These are permanent unlocks, so from here on, I will always have access to both of these, which is pretty cool. That's just like a little meta progression area that we can go to. Let's go do this side quest of Rise and Shine. Brenna needs your help contacting local merchants who might be interested in buying soul and goods from the Grout Bog. Brenna flashes you a complicated hand signal and watches expectantly. Hello? Sorry, I keep forgetting where I am. I take it you've never been to Grout Bog. Oh, this is in the Rook run. This like faction, the Rise, if you work with them, they do a little hand signal that you have to mimic back. That's cute. I was born in the Grout Bog, bad memories, primary export. Tell me about the job. Simple sale, like a goods worth unloading and leads you want to buy. I've been made the Spark Barons here in Murder Bay who would definitely recognize me, approach the buyers on my behalf. So this is a constant quest that shows up on day 3, I think. I did this quest before, same for the same character. So, convince Cash and convince Kenga. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't think it matters which way we go. Let's go to the Slurping Snail, I suppose. And here's Kenga. Kenga's never received a shill she hasn't scrutinized for authenticity. It's all the same to you. I will be remaining guarded. I have a poor standing with the feud and first encounters. Tell me, have you heard about this cool idea with the rise? Convince you to come along. Oh, Clem's gonna hop in because Clem's a little bitch. Fuck you, Clem. I'm telling you, next opportunity, Clem's dead. I've actually only killed one person on this run, by the way. In my stream run, I had a total body count of like 17. I killed so many people. Just listen, okay? Don't believe a word she says. Okay, what do we got here? So Clem is sabotaging, increasing Kenga's damage by 1, and our friend put in a little flustered. And what's our dog doing? Targets for 3 per round. And he's trained. I think this doesn't go away. That's pretty sick. Give me a second here while I remember how to play this deck, because I played a different run type. I played a build based around red cards or hostility. Quick peep here. Gain 1 action at the start of every turn, remove 1 influence, 1 dominance, draw an extra card per turn, and then that's our battle one. Okay, I am up to speed now. So we got... You play a diplomacy card, apply 2 composure. I don't think I worry too much about the heckler that's coming to +1 me. It'll die randomly. I feel like my best move is to just put down airtight. Yeah, I think we just put down airtight. And then we put up, sometimes we put up 4 block on ourselves for free. I wonder, does airtight trigger on itself, you think? I would bet not. Oh, it does trigger on itself. That's really good. That's insanely good. So now I almost certainly put up enough block, yeah. Now, unfortunately, my influence goes away, so it doesn't matter because of the clip. Yeah, that's a really strong turn 1. If we just live, our dog chips out most of their stuff. This is a merchant fight, ugh. And at the start of each turn, a random card in hand costs 10 extra shills. Oh, it landed on the kickback, hell yeah. I wasn't gonna play this anyway. The perks aren't applied on this run, by the way, the perks that I showed you. They're actually not applied because I didn't have them when I started this run in the past. That's pretty good. Good to know. You're pushing 4 into my airtight. Airtight has 8 resolve, so I'm not worried about it too much. Let's just put up some influence. Compliment on her great looks. Yo, you're looking, well, you're looking. Yeah, we'll just put up, we finish our leveling up of... What's that card called? I pressed end turn instead of discard pile. Oh no! That's my bad. What's that card called though? It's called Instincts. Alright. Unlucky, but same time, that's life, isn't it? Improvise a card from an upgraded pool, but pay 10 to play it. So this is the effect that she has going, the money talks. It costs me money to play one of my cards in hand. This is not a big deal to me. Damage to the next card played this turn is doubled. Let's Evil Eye and drop a 12 banger. I could also hit the... just knock out the money talks. Actually, that seems pretty worth. That'll remove the cost on this card as well. The tribute here that she put up is when we destroy this, we get to draw an extra card. I do want to start working on Applebom being upgraded. Either upgrade is really good. I think spend 1 is a little better for our deck, but either one is good. Because right now I can't afford to play it. That's okay though, I don't really need to block. This airtight is really strong. 5, yeah, it lives. This card is very, very good. Huh, there's a perk thing by the way. Deal 1500 resolve damage. I hate these merchant combats so much. They just crowd your deck with garbage non-stop. 2 vulnerability for all cards doing +3. I can do 8 plus 6, so I can do 14. I can kill, okay, so I'm going to go for the lethal here. I have to pay 10 shills to do it, but if I don't, I'm paying 15, or I'm taking 8, and I have no good answer to blocking. Because my airtight does random block, and I have a bunch of different arguments, I think it's best to just take the kill here. Feels like it has to be. Do I have enough influence for this? Hold on. I do not have enough influence to go that order. We need to go talk first. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. There we go. So 10 gold lost there, but that's not that bad. Oh, and this is that new new upgrade we got. Plus 3 health because we want to resolve combat. A negotiation, if you will. By 2 composure to all friendly arguments. We have, so this card with airtight up is also going to give 2 to a random argument. So this is like, this is decent, but I don't know if it's good, actually. What is smarts? Gain 3 smarts and 1 vulnerability. Gain an extra action at the start of your turn, then reduce smarts by 1. That doesn't seem bad, but it's another argument. I think I already have too many arguments. Let's go for calm. I want to try it out. I think it's okay. And we get to upgrade Sal's Instincts. Sal's Instincts, you basically just upgrade into whichever version of the deck you're going for. You either go buffed up on the red side or buffed up on the green side. And we're going on the green side here. So you get, instead, you get the same one of Attitude. Attitude is unchanged from the baseline, but then you get 2 new options of Flatter, spend an influence and deal 2 bonus damage to hit all opponent arguments. Or you do Compliment, gain 2 influence, deal damage equal to half your influence to a random argument. Which is, Compliment is just better than Inspiration, right? I guess not really, because it doesn't have the 2 base, like the 2 targeted damage. Huh. Either way, we're going Diplomacy here. You're basically getting auction grade relics without having to compete with cult. Sounds good, right? Yeah. And so we have to, I have no money to give you guys. Oh, this is our friend. If I give him 100 shills, they'll give me a 20 shill discount. Hey, can I, hang on. Can I go back in there? No, I can't go back in there. It'd be cool if I could maybe buy a drink for the person that hates us to get them to stop hating us. But alas. Head on up to Rise and Shine. You arrive at the Rise camp. Oh, it's a pun. I see. Meet at last. Let me show you what I have. Sal, please keep an eye out for trouble. There's a haggling going on. And now we're fighting. Oh, this dude, look at... My man, are you... Is his face okay? Look at these cheeks. This guy looks like one of those images where you take the facial features and you shrink them down and then keep them on the face. Have you seen those? That's this guy. Take a walk and this never happened, or say and we kill you. So option A is leave and the 2 people that are in there will hate us. Option B is face me, cowards. Hey Brenna, come help me. So what do we got here? We got Security Guard Gonin. He doesn't have any special abilities. We got Professional Mycrot. He takes bonus damage from consecutive attacks after firing his cannons, resets at the start of his turn. And we have a Combat Drone. This Combat Drone is not a bad one. Interesting. Gain 2 power, replenish, destroy after 2 uses. So I think we want to focus the drone, but I need to tackle the main enemy. I'm going to play the temporary power card. That card doesn't seem that good. Like, I'd probably let Sparky live next time I see him. Because that card that he gave was kind of garbo. We're going to focus down the drone, but I wanted to push damage onto this, or I wanted to put the weakness on that guy. The Impair, excuse me. I feel maybe like, actually I'm going to just Battle Flourish here. I don't have a Hemomancy I was using because my other build was the run that I played was all about bleed, so I played Hemomancy for it. But I'll just take the Halo Blades. I think it makes sense to just burn the Flourish now. I should save myself some health over the course of the combat. And on top of that, I just get right back. Like, I get it cooling down quickly. I feel like as long as you have a good reason to use it, as long as it does something for you, it's good to just burn your flourish right away. Get it cooling down. What is this? His melee attacks deal 3 bonus damage and apply 3 wound if they cause health loss. Okay. Right, I was kind of doing bleed, but I also have some discard stuff going on. Let's do a little draw too. I don't love my options here. I have anything good for assault? Oh yeah, I have the serrated dirk if I could draw into it. I'm gonna save our dog. We gotta save Jelly, our young lord. It does feel pretty worth to just hit him with the double block, stop the damage, stop the wound. Could double up on hammer grip with assault. I think I'm best to just play assault and then double reckless swing here. I'm going to try my best to not kill people. Like I don't know. Just feeling like it might be cool to not do any murders on this run. Wouldn't that be neat? What if I didn't take blood? This guy gives up. Gain 1 evasion, destroy after 1 use. Summon of rock, I don't feel super important. Maneuver. So there's only 2 types of cards in... Oh, there's 3, right? I guess the other one's items. There's items, there's attacks, and there's maneuvers. Just keeping that from, like, figuring that one out so that I can figure out what I need for zigzag. I need a maneuver for zigzag. We'll grab feint. Yeah, and you're out of the fight. I guess we just do this. This card actually doesn't seem that good to me, by the way. I guess it is 7 damage and 3 wound. It's not that bad. I'm not going to waste the rock whistle here. But I feel like this deck that I have going, I'm not doing a whole lot of bleeding of the enemies, and I should probably just try to move into something else. Provides an attack, that's right, I remember this. As long as it hits the attack twice card, it's really strong. Yeah, it does like 16. Doesn't this man... He has something here with encumbered, right? If I hit him a few times, he's going to take extra damage. So I want to end with my big attack up here. Right? Encumbered 2, take the bonus damage. So I would expect this card to do 6, but it does 7 because of his stacks. And now I would expect this card to do 9, but it does 11. Okay, so for every stack he takes bonus damage. I get it. That's his, like, yeah, he just dies. Wow. That's a really rough passive from that man. Like I said, I'm not doing any murdering unless you have a cool card. No, I'm not a killer in this one. I'm a friend. These guys are going to dislike us, but at least they're going to be alive. Improvise a finisher from your deck, gain 2 combo. I don't think I have any finishers, right? I don't have much built around combo. I'm trying to build around like discarding cards, but I'm not getting very well off in that. Start your turn, draw an additional card if you have at least 2 combo and expend. I have no finishers. Let's try Silent Steel maybe. Ambush 5, 0 energy. It seems okay. Ambush is starts in your opening hand, I believe. Elbow Strike 2. Yeah, we'll go to Strike of Clarity. Just get rid of it. My battle deck is definitely the weaker of the 2. I don't have a good strategy going for it, but we'll hopefully piece something together. Thanks, Sal. Glad you're here. The deal is a success, so the rise will be well supplied. If you want to buy anything, feel free to drop in. I'll be at the bay a couple more days waiting for the transactions. You paid 100 shills, 3 metal. Cool. That was nice and easy. Those guys actually didn't dislike me for beating the shit out of them there. Great news. And now we can buy things from Brenna. They're all items, so I'll probably buy some of these towards the end of this run. You can also buy an auto dog if you want to, but I cannot. There's no reason to. You can't have more than 1 pet. Alright, now we can go talk to Nadan. Shall we? I think so. What you gotta say, Nadan? What extra legal shenanigans do you want me to get up to today? This is serious business. How dare you say extra legal shenanigans? Two options. We can do prisoner exchange. Admiralty is willing to exchange prisoners if you can get them to exchange location in one piece. Or an inconvenience. Uni is loyal to the Admiralty and good at her job. That's a problem for the Spree, so they've asked you to remove Uni from her position. We get a graft and we get... So we get a little less money for doing the inconvenience, but it has a negotiation line. So I think we'll go with that. Because I feel like I'm pretty weak. Or we take a 3-star battle right now, and the idea is we're strong enough that we can give some health, and maybe we get a good card to build towards. Plus better reward. Yeah, I'm gonna go through this one. Admiralty took down one of my operations. Most of my people got out except for one. I cut my losses, but there's the one that had the important intel in their brain. Intel that I still need. Easy to bust them out of jail. Someone on the inside, an officer so deep in my pocket they'll never worm their way out. Roll up stinking like a hunter and pretend you've been hired to collect. Bring them back. I'm that much closer to liking you. That seems like a... This doesn't seem like it's focused on battle, right? We just go up there and pretend we're there to take this prisoner? That seems kind of strange. Let's talk around. Share a drink. I don't need to share a drink right now. Like, we're good. I imagine that's something that you do more often, though. Like, later on. Anyone else? Let's see. Correct. The scars on her hands. How can we... She's got gloves on. How do you tell that? What do you mean scars on her hands? Oh, I can get... Hey, it's the guy who tried to assassinate me last night. If I give him $200, all of my attacks apply 2 bleed on the first turn of my battle. That seems really bad. Well, there's that assassin that tried to murder me. He said, hey, look who it is. Remember when I let you live? Hold up there. Sorry, quick sip of water. I'm really thirsty today. I apologize. Are you the hunter Nadan mentioned? You got it. I'm here. Take her, hunter, but don't hesitate to lop off her head if she slithers too far. Spree bandit shoves Ferdinand toward you with a force that leaves her scowling. Alright, alright. We're on the same page, just wish it brought me some fair treatment. Right. I'm telling you, dude, this game, lots of spitting at people. Spits at their feet. Come on. So we go to the exchange point. We got a little... Traveler appears on the road ahead before you can be spotted. Ferdinand grabs your elbow and pulls you into the shade. That's Wicca. I've seen her wanted post where we could arrest her to help our cover. We're gonna make her dislike us. I don't think it's worth. So we can walk up and fight this person, and it will, I assume, make the next fight easier by having them, and we can pretend like we're bringing them in is the idea. I don't care. Like, I feel strongly about my negotiation, so I'm not gonna walk up and fight. I do not feel the desire to do so. I kind of want to play it cool because I don't feel super good about my battle prowess, but you find Ash flanked by an Admiralty guard. They don't look too keen to let him go unlocked. Help their officer that's close enough with a stranger in tow. And have been hired to help escort a dangerous prisoner. And asked to escort Ash to questioning. So we can just charge it, or we can probably talk our way out of this. It's weird because they said it was a battle focus, but I can talk my way out. So the focus isn't exactly right, it seems like. So if you just hand over Ash, we'll be out of your hair and get out of your way. You don't want to be on the wrong side of this. The effect that our ally gave us is $30. End of Gek's turn. Incept planted evidence until Sal has 2. Okay, so it just makes 2 planted evidences. I see. I have no source of... I have inspirational talk for my influence source. Let's take a look. I don't think I'm going to play level playing field here. +3 for what, basically? Give me a thinking. Can draw a 3. Could also drop down 2 bait. I feel like drop 2 bait here is really strong. It just eats this turn. Oh, it's two resolve per stack. I see. Now, if I up my vulnerability, it's not it's this damage goes up. It's not like damage to face goes up. It's what I'm saying is, I can see myself thinking about something like vulnerability as this is our character, like core argument is our character, and then these are bonuses put out that would not be affected by it. However, extra vulnerability is going to increase damage from the enemy, period, if that makes sense. Making sure that's clear, because it was something that I was about to think about in process, and when I went, oh hey, that doesn't work how you would think it would. Or how you could think it would, I should say. Let's push 6 here. There's no rush on breaking the wealth extractor, right? My dog will probably catch it. Here's our planted evidence. So these are just gonna sit here, but as long as I have this bait, they're not really that hard to keep alive. Apple, build rapport. So gain 2 influence. So we want to do build rapport. So the problem with complement is that complement hits a random target now instead of the targeted version that it was before. That's not that big of an issue. It's just a little concerning at times. I'll get the bonus influence first. Go to 3. So we're gonna do, I believe this should do 3. I think it'll round up. It did 3. Just drop a 5 banger, get the $30. 5 here. I'm gonna play Aplum. I wanna. It's tough because it spends influence, but I need to work on getting my my cards upgraded. Heads up too, in the next run that I play for YouTube, it will probably be a Rook run. I'll probably play. So I've been told that the way that it works is prestige increases across the board. So when beating prestige 1 with Sal will unlock prestige 2 for Rook. So I'll probably play Rook in the next run, and then we'll play whoever the 3rd character is. I think his name is Smith, but that might be wrong. Just as I want to mention at some point the planning that I'm doing for this. What does this become? It becomes 2 cost or initial. Okay, let's go ahead and get airtight upgraded. If they break my bait here, they break my bait here. I could save it. I think it's worth. Nice. Bait's really strong, especially against this enemy with these planted evidences in the way. Super strong to be able to just say, hey, you can't hit my planted evidence. Like really, really, really strong. Oh, also thorough search. It should target all opponent arguments, but because of bait, it can't. Wow, bait hard counters this sort of enemy type. I'm not gonna think this one through too much. I'm just gonna go ahead and play level playing field. I think that it's not that scary. Give me a draw 3. Because if we just go in with a little build rapport, even. We go in with a little build rapport, and we just do 6 and 16. I have the kill. Yeah, I have the kill. However, I don't think I should go for the kill. Come to think of it, I think I should play Apollon. This is super greedy if I do this, by the way. If I play Apollon here, I'm super greeding. Like, ridiculously greeding. But I think it's fine. Like I said, if I just keep this bait alive, we're super farming this. I feel like our deck is pretty strong. So, yeah. Let's throw some pleads out. Just This is the sort of thing that is going to increase. It's risky, but it's worth greeding. I took the stamina so that we can farm a little bit better. Anyway, so that's what we're here to do. We're here to farm. Need to make sure I play out Evil Eye. Like, I'll go for the kill on this turn. It will not be hard to grab. But I think that what we did there is important to do. Just one more round of experience might mean an upgraded card that changes the battles down the line. It may not make a difference in lower prestiges, but it's a habit we'll want to build. It's not always going to be right. Sometimes what I am finding is sometimes you're going to want to take damage to maximize your upgrades, and sometimes you're going to extend combats and miss lethal to maximize your upgrades as well. Target argument loses to resolve. You gain 2 resolve. Gain 2 influence at the end of your turn. Lose 2 influence. Setup seems really good, especially in this deck. I can just temporary 2 influence. I then spend it really quickly. And I'm not playing Oppress. Yeah, I'll take setup. That card seems good. And we get 2 upgrades. Airtight. Initial airtight or airtight at 2 cost. I feel pretty good about initial. Give it ambush, draw it turn 1. We have a weak turn 1 off of this, but that's fine. I think a lot of times enemy turn 1s are also pretty weak, and then the rest of the combat's a lot better. And then we can either do initial build rapport or boosted rapport. I think I will not do initial because I just made the other card initial. That would be my entire turn 1 every time. So let's just do boosted rapport. Must be sick of dealing with that scumbag. Can't wait to get him out of your jurisdiction. Good riddance. Here's something you can torture something useful out of him. Bullshit. An hour in my company and you're gonna change your tune, mister. It's a joke because we're gonna get him out and he's gonna go, oh, you're it's a funny. So you brought back Ash in one piece. So that was remember it said that was a focus on battle. I guess it's because there were more battle opportunities than negotiation opportunities. It said it was a focus on battle, but I was able to solve that through negotiation, so 275 shills and 3 metal. And we go to Graft. Whenever you draw 5 or more cards after your initial hand in a single turn, gain 1 bait. This never happens. I never do this. Composure cards apply 1 additional composure. That seems really strong. Random friendly argument gains 2 resolve at the beginning of your turn. Wait, this also seems kind of strong, right? So this is +1 block. And this is just give 2 resolve. Like, can this heal you? I'm gonna go with the Composure +1, but the Womb Injectors might be bonkers as well. Both of those seem really good, though. We're gonna want to go drop some money to make more negotiation craft slots, I feel. Thanks for your help back there. I'll see you around, Grifter. Hey, Ash loves us. All allied Spree have +10 health, so if any of the Spree join us in a fight, they'll have +10 health. Cool. I think that's the day, right? Like a little bonus opportunity, and then we pack it in. Let's see. Friend in trouble. Your friend Warwick is in trouble. Have a chance to save him before it's too late. Or your friend Urag has a gift for you. Who's Warwick? I think Warwick likes you. Stockhand. Let's go save our boy. This should make him love us. Hello, Warwick. He's being beat down by Nand. He's 1 blow away from the worst day of his life. Stop right there, criminal scum. He's got a really big chin. It's incredible how well they did at making all of these aliens look unique. Well, aliens. Is it really? You get the idea. A Sal? There's nothing to do with you, Grifter. Stay out of it. I'm gonna fight this guy and push him away because I need to do some combats to get better combat cards. And on top of that, this combat should be easier. Gain 3 power after an attack damages a target. Is that permanent 3 power? Holy moly. Okay. I mean, I have no blocks for our boy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so the Heirloom Nux, gain 1 action at the start of your turn, max hand size reduced by 3. This does seem just good. I'm still not 100% certain, but it doesn't seem like there's a downside to it yet. Like there's an obvious downside. I'm gonna play the other stab to upgrade it instead of the boosted stabs that I've already upgraded. I'm guessing this just makes your max hand size 7, and in some decks that's gonna be a big problem. But the deck that I am playing right now does not seem to be one of them. Yeah, I'm gonna play to try and just get upgrades off of this guy and nothing else. He's gonna die really quickly. Like, he's dead this round even. Oh wait, I was gonna try to strike, Not allowed to target yourself with it, sadly. I give him evasion? No, it's gain. Like, I could strike him, but I'm gonna try and get one more experience onto, like, a feint here, or maybe onto Fight Dirty or Gash, right? I feel like it's better than destroying this, because that Strike of Clarity is... Oh, he got +1 bleed. Unlucky. You're free to go, buddy. Like I said, we're not a murderer here yet. Gain 1 power. I feel like gain power is actually really good. So I unlocked some new cards, by the way, since we last spoke. These are some of them. Crushing Blow is one of them. Uppercut seems good because I have a bunch of cards that hit multiple times. We could maybe try to build into Power Up. Or Crushing Blow seems really good. You just get to choose an enemy and stop their turn with stun for 3, which is really strong. But let's go with Uppercut. I'm down to give it a shot, especially since it's already 2 of the way there. Stop, I won't go anywhere near you or Warwick again, alright? My grudge dies here. Yeah, get out of here, buddy. Thanks, Sal, you actually saved my skin. And let's get you out of here, boss. We get a 20 shield discount for that from all shopkeepers. That's pretty nice, actually. We have a lot of money, so I'm going to look to go around and spend some of it. I don't know if I went to the meat market on YouTube, so I'll come over here to show you what it is. I will rarely come over here, but basically we can come over here and we can talk to these guys we can then hire them to help us in our next quest, basically. Pluck hates us, so they're going to charge us more. And Groonjacks. So Groonjacks cost the same as the other person who has upcharged us, so this guy is the better of the two. But I am not going to give them 200 gold. I don't feel that scared, but I feel like that's something that you'll have to do in more difficult runs down the line. Back to work, shall we? Fish looks worried, but you'd be worried too if your bar was smoking. All good, Fish? Some of the supplies I need to finish this up are contraband. Okay, so we have to go... okay, so to finish up Fish's perimeter defenses, we have to go get some contraband supplies from the dock. Got it. Oh, and we can try to convince Ennet to go with us. Get in here, Ennet. Just said you might be able to help me solve the supply problem. I will talk Ennet into helping us. Fish is going to help us, and that's a lot of money. I'm not giving you 200. Imagine how much this will improve your lot, Ennet. Ouch. Is that 3 influence? It's 2 influence, but you know what, Fish? We take those. Hell yeah. Whenever Ennet deals damage, they gain composure equal to resolve lost. If no resolve is lost, deal 3 to himself. That's fine. We're gonna lose a little bit. Like, we lose a little bit of value because of the airtight on turn 1. This would be a pretty strong turn where I do a bunch of damage, but I'm okay with how it is. I also have +1 composure, so I can just play calm. That's crazy value. I'm gonna hold this flourish. I don't think this combat's going to need me to flourish. And we're about to walk into the last negotiation of the day, so we're about to walk into a boss fight, basically. Here's where we get to use setup to basically boost for 1 turn. Yeah, at the end of turn, lose 2 art influence, then remove this argument. But I can just burn that 2 influence on something else anyway. Are you hitting me? Oh, there's a crafty up. I see. Yeah, I have 3 influence and I can spend 3 influence pretty easily. I won't be playing the Apollon, but that's okay. I'll just go Evil Eye. This does 9. Plead's better. We'll just push the damage. This card seems really good for this deck, doesn't it? Because I can't go negative on influence. There's no way. Oh no. I hate these ploys. Ah, she killed my dog? Come on. How did you out-argue my dog? He's too strong. Composure. I guess we just go for the finish here. And Sep 3 vulnerability. Yeah, sure. I think we just go for the lethal. Feels like it has to be the way to go. Let's do a little calm. I think I'll just block myself. Airtight, I'm kind of going back and forth on because of its random nature. I'm not actually sure if it's good or bad. It's kind of hard for me to tell. I set up in Aplon. This is just an experience boost thing. I guess I'm probably playing enough diplomacies per turn for it to be good. It just feels a little strange. Gain 1 heated, evoke, play 3 hostility cards in a single turn. Targets an opponent argument each turn for 1 per stack. Oh, that's pretty cool. That seems like a cool card to play around. I think I've already given you my rundown of my feelings towards Tactical Mind. If not, you can, you know, I'm sure I'll talk about it again at another point. I'm happy to grab another Plead in this deck, though, with Airtight. This is a really good card. Get that stuff for fish, the bar's safer, your job is easier. That does make sense. I am continuing to stay hydrated. Like I've said, this game has no really good natural breakpoints, so this is one of the more taxing games for my voice. Let's go buy something. So I want to go to Polka the Swab. And I want to add a negotiation. Actually, I should buy this at the end of the day. Like, this should be the last thing I do because it costs me 15 HP. Although, what if the boss fight rewards me with a negotiation graft? I don't know if it does or not. I'll take it. I'll take the risk. I'm down to buy a battle graft also if there's a good one. Whenever you improvise a maneuver card, gain 2 defense. At the end of your turn, gain 4 defense if you have a wound or an impair. Whenever you improvise an attack card, gain 2 temporary power. The only one of these that seems even reasonable is Fatigue Spring, but I'm not interested. Man, I'm not going to buy a negotiation graft because what if, right? So let's see, I may end up buying something from Rake, even though she doesn't like this. Yeah, she's not charging us a ton because of that 20 gold discount we got. Gain 6 defense. Discard this card, heal for 3. Do I have anything here that's value for being discarded? It doesn't look like it. Looks like we have combo cards. I could maybe just try to make a move into combo, but maybe I grab Burst and I try to go towards Bleed. I want to make value from discard, but that doesn't seem super viable. So maybe I'm just going towards power. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just admit it. I don't know what I'm doing. My cards aren't expensive, so I don't think we're playing Freighter. Deal 3 bonus damage if you have any combo. Gain 2 combo. I mean, I think I just do nothing here then. Let's go talk to Endo and see, because it's cheap to remove a card real quick. What's bad in this deck right now? Honestly, all of the cards that I'm playing are pretty strong. There's not really a bad card, I don't feel like. The deck feels pretty well balanced too. I think this negotiation deck is strong. Oh, there is one. I think that... No, these are both inspiration sources. I thought I had one of these that was draw a card, but no, I feel pretty good about every card in this deck. So let me drop 55 on a battle card removal then. This deck has a lot more garbage. Has pretty good defenses though. Maybe I just cut out this stab that's not even half upgraded. No, I should, if I want to get rid of one of these, I should get rid of like Elbow Strike's pretty bad. Bloodguard is really bad. I'm never actually playing this because I'm not going to go into bleed here. I have no bleed sources. I have 1 bleed source. I'm gonna get rid of Bloodguard. I think I took this, I don't know why I took that, I'll just admit it. It was a long time ago. And we'll come back there at the end of the day, probably. Dark when you arrive, the docks should be closed, but they shimmer with activity. Not long before you spot why a ship from Roawak is moored in the harbor. No doubt there's a quarantine in place. Guard on duty approaches you. Who's that? Show yourself. Hey, buddy. Dock's closed. We got a Roawak shipment, and I bet you'd hate to be one to test its quarantine. Could give him $100, but we can just talk our way through. You don't like it? Fregaw, and also Bark. Okay, so he's doing 33% less damage thanks to our friend who came with us. Airtight. As long as one of these airtight buffs goes over here, it's good. Look, if my pet drops here in this negotiation, he drops, and it's okay. Just do compliment. That does 2, yeah. Lucky. I don't know if I was another negotiation here. I'm not too worried about it either way. I feel pretty good. I should have looked, actually, I should have prioritized playing the thinking. I didn't put it all together, but this guy loses hard if we get bait. That's my bad. We should still beat him pretty heavily, to be honest with you. Look at that calm value, holy moly. That card's doing really well in this deck. I'm glad I took it. I'm down to this level playing field even. Oh, it's the bonus damage also gets +3. Good to know. I feel like this game does have a few times where I haven't really recognized whether or not something like that was going to work out in my favor. 10 shells from Sile and remove 1 for Britis. Hey, please don't take my money. Thank you. He's still taking it, I'm just saying thank you ahead of time because I want to be polite, you know? So we have 3, 6, 9, 14 here? Okay. I'm gonna need to knock out his side arguments here. This isn't a situation where we get to take it. We don't get to rush him down here, basically. We just have to push a bunch of, yeah, we just have to do it this way. How am I doing on influence? We're at 5? Holy moly. Great work, Airtight. I'm still gonna play the Aplon to work on leveling it up. We're close to being done with this run, though. This, like, end of day 3, day 4, day 5. Day 4 goes pretty quickly, and day 5 is just the end. I don't think there's a whole lot of doing on day 5, so yeah, we are pretty close to being all wrapped up with this run. This is also assuming that I don't just die, which could happen. I'll admit. Multiplicative, yeah, looks like that's multiplicative. The doubling damage, it's not additive, which is good. This goes away. Yeah, this is at 2. This influence is at 2, so it goes away from the setup. So I will put my deflections out to try and block where his damage is going to switch to. Because he's going to switch his damage. Yeah. Important to recognize that that's how that works there. Make sure we go through and we play out all of our cards that aren't upgraded yet first. Influence deal 2 bonus damage. So this is the 0 energy, do 3 no matter what. And then if you have influence to spend, it's even better. Okay. Play the plead. It's good to remember to play the plead. It's like, gotta not mess it up though, because of the variable damage. I could turn my brain off a little bit and leave that thing alive on accident. Improvise a card that costs 0 from your discard pile. Hey, this is actually really good because we have plead. Yeah, okay, I'll grab Swift Rebuttal here. That seems strong. And we upgrade Intrigue. It will now, if you have any influence, deal an additional 3 damage. So this changes it so it doesn't spend the influence. And this changes it so that it deals more damage. I think I'd rather not spend the influence, is fine. I'm a hunter, I can take care of myself, and this is a waste of our time. I agree. Break out into putrid warts. There's a lot of wart talk in this game. Come across an Admiralty officer, neck deep in debate with a Jake's stevedore. You definitely don't pronounce that as stevedore. Don't care what schedule you're on, that ship stays in quarantine. Got other ships to unload, what am I going to tell the Hessians? Should they delay the auction? You let in more ships. Hey, Uni doesn't like us, by the way. Because I failed a job for her? Oh yeah, I gave up, remember I gave up the person to our smuggler friend. I think this is a good time to break the tension. So I can try to, it's an 86 resolve enemy, but I could try to end the quarantine. I feel lucky. You feel lucky? I imagine we get something good if we convince her to end the quarantine. But 86 resolve is a lot. Let's do it. The Union stands with Sal. Bark. You can trust Sal. Okay. I probably, like, this is a bad idea. I want to make sure I make it clear. What I'm doing here is not a good call. But I really want to try it. Let's look for bait here. No bait. We get observation, though, which is really strong. So we're going to need to be maximizing our damage, and we'll need to make a good use of our flourish in this fight. I will probably try to flourish for a bunch of inspiration. Is that what it's called? Influence, probably. They're too baffled into the draw pile. Take 2 resolve and expend this card. So we're gonna just, we also have to do a lot of crowd control. I can't let her build up arguments on me. Definitely not. I have no influence. I think I might just pop this now even. 5 influence right out. Let's go for it. This deck would definitely be a little better off with just a little more influence gain. Not a ton, but a little more. This does 6, this does 3, this does 5. So I can pretty cleanly wipe her board. This does 3. I bring back Plead. I put 6 here onto her main argument. Give a 3 to all of our arguments. Very nice. I wish I had something that would, like, I wish I had a way to make value out of having all this composure. Maybe this isn't that big of a deal. Maybe this fight isn't that scary after all. What are we looking at? We have 3 influence. Okay, let's do gain 2 and then deal half. So we're gonna do 3. Flatter will do 3 as well, but it costs me more influence. Yeah, okay. Let's go diplomacy. I'm gonna drop the level playing field here as well. I don't mind the vulnerability too much. I'll just send the Aplom over to our planted evidence. Keep it alive. So I play Evil Eye Plead Aplom. We'll be left at 2. That's fine. Big 16 though. That feels really good. I really like the way it feels. It seems really strong. I think without the airtight, it would be a little less strong, but the airtight also wastes some of its defense. So I don't know. Just in general, I'm feeling pretty good about this one, though. My battle deck leaves something to be desired, but the thing is we can't lean entirely on negotiation, but we can use negotiation to make the combats that are hard a lot easier. And that's just as good. I do want to keep this alive, so I'm playing it out cautiously. But I'm also checking if, yeah, Airtight's just going to handle it, apparently. Thanks, Airtight. Swift Rebuttal with Plead is doing pretty well. The odds seem pretty unlikely that Airtight full blocks that hit, but you know, I'm not here to complain, I'll just admit. I try to point out when unlikely things happen in my favor, because a lot of times, I mean, you know me. Do I perhaps ham it up a little bit when I get frigged by bad rolls? No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Blink. I have the kill, but I'm better off waiting because I would rather. I'd rather work on upgrading these cards that I have, especially Aplom. So yeah, we'll play it like this. It does encourage me to be a little bit boring, I guess, but also, you know, it's good to make sure that we are min-maxing. We're not fatigued, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, but I don't have the kill. Huh. 2 + 5, I take 7. My dog takes 3. My dog can just drop here. It's not a big loss. Combat's over. He does help a lot in the negotiations, though. I'm surprised at how good he is for them. He's only doing 2. Alright, he gets the live. How could this happen? It doesn't matter though, because it's end of day and we're gonna full heal. And this should be the last negotiation. Oh wait, we won. The dog took the kill? Great work. Duplicate a random friendly argument. Double composure on all arguments. Target argument. So double composure on all arguments gives me a lot. But why? Does it get sticky maybe? It does get sticky. That's pretty cool. Duplicate a random friendly argument. So I could just make a set. What could I do with this? What happens with it? Something happens with this that's going to be pretty cool, I think. So let's grab Elucidate. This is going to be a pretty long episode, actually. I'm going to go to the end of the day, and this episode's probably going to land to be a little bit longer than an hour. This is probably going to be an hour 15, because we have the final boss to fight for the day as well. You haven't even let the Rollock ship dock yet. Just keep it out there until you hear from the skipper. In the meantime, let the Hessian ship come and go as they please. Quarantine is preserved, and so is your sanity. It's disorderly, but it's supposed it can't be helped. Along we, the quarantine is lifted. If that Rollock ship drifts even an inch, I want to be told immediately. Hey, look at that. We're a genius. You almost make it when you hear a gurgling from across the bow. Oh my goodness. This is a big boy. Yo, look at this. His chin has teeth. That's pretty sick. His mouth has teeth, and then his chin also opens. He's got a three-way mouth. Hello, Shroog. This guy's definitely a Shroog. Longwy rushes to your side, looking suitably slack-jawed. My doc. No, no. I'll die before you ruin me. Alright. Let's do it, buddy. So we got the whole squad here to help us out, which should make this much easier. Gains 1 power whenever an ally dies. While Shrooglet's feet attack heals it for 9. We'll run after the Shroog is killed. Okay, so you're going to get stronger because we're going to kill all your children, basically, is what's going to happen here. This is definitely the combat that popped the pink shirt. Hey! I've noticed it more and more, but I've especially noticed it as I've been playing video games and pointing it out. But, like, so many games, after you drink a potion, they just shatter the bottle. It's irresponsible, is what it is. If I do the oppressor cell, we just get to pop one of these. Who's hitting whom? Boss hits all of us for 5. This one hits us for 3. You hit here for 2. So let's pop the Shrooglet. That'll be a +1. Okay. Just a quick little look-see there. I have really high power, so grabbing the stab seems good. Where did that wound come from? I wasn't looking. I did not see where they got that wound. That's alright. I think I just wiped the babies out entirely. I don't worry about defending. Hopefully she doesn't spawn more children, because if she spawns more children... Oh, so their effect is they guard me. Nice. Oh, these are the same person. These guys do the same thing. I got it. I can't bring in a rock because we're at full capacity. So let's just deception in double stab. Okay. I feel like we had a really good turn 1, and this fight should be pretty easy from here. But we'll see. Just slash. Like, nothing matters too much. I don't have a big combo plan. I actually wouldn't be too surprised if I ended up losing this run, because my... oh yeah, that's bad. My deck just doesn't do a whole lot. I can tackle to cut the damage the boss is doing to our friend Alongly here. That seems fine. Maybe I can build into generating a bunch of power, perhaps. That might be good. I should play the Dirk first. At this point, I'm just gonna stop. Or not play it, I mean. I'm gonna try and tunnel the boss down, because the Shrooglets will probably get picked off, and since they get respawned anyway. We have a lot of damage from our team. It's a big hit for it to do 3. Oh, but if I leave the Shrooglets alive, they rev up, and they get to be an actual threat. Okay. Ooh, doubling up on uppercut, +2 power. Don't mind if I do. Assault seems really strong to me. Just kill one of them. And now flourish. I think I just try to kill this guy. 6 to 8, 6 to 8. He's at 14. As long as I don't roll 6, 7. I have to roll below or above average. Average or above average damage here. Yeah, we got it. What are my flourish options? Apply 16 bleed. I will probably do that next turn when I draw a card that works with bleed, is my thinking. Assuming I draw a card that works with bleed, I should say. I'm also just gonna push damage because these guys are healers. They have a way to heal us. Bristle. It is interesting to me. I feel like sometimes, oh my god. Pulling out the fucking heater. Yo, the wound I'm putting on him is gonna do so much. Wait, look at this, right? Apply 3 wound. Watch how much damage this... What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is worth 24. My team is apparently pulling out the fucking AK. Mow them down. Do I have anything else that gives me wound on them? I do not. Okay, we'll just take the Reckless Swing then for 13. I'm gonna Flourish. I can Flourish for 16 bleed. However, this card does 12. 16 bleed is better. 16 bleed, it's gonna do 16 and then 8, right? Bleed's halved every turn. So it's gonna this card or this choice is worth 24, 28, 31, I believe. Plus another 3 from the Rollock Breed. And hell, I may as well take the bleed from this card too. Okay. Yeah, overall I'm feeling pretty... I feel like because our negotiation is high, our combat strategy is going to end up being get help, basically. And that's fine. I think get help is a good enough plan. At least for now. It might become a worse plan later on. 17 block. Ooh, buddy. I think I actually can push through this, though. The boss is really close to death, and the Shrooglets don't have to die, so... we'll just push it. 3, 8. Yeah, my friends aren't close to dying. We're not close to dying. Yeah, it's definitely just a finish the fight play. Defend our dog. These guys' health doesn't matter. Our dog's health maybe matters if we get in a fight on the way home. It's dead. Sometimes I don't notice enemies dying because damage stacks up like really high, higher than I expect. So we get a Shroog Fang. Apply 2 wound, gain 2 power. That seems really good for what I'm looking to do in this deck. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 upgrades. Battle card. Whenever you discard a card, gain 1 adrenaline. Attack damage increased by 1 at the end of turn. Remove all adrenaline. Whenever you play a card, gain 1 defense. Whenever you attack, gain 1 combo. Okay, so these are all powers. Like, on the one hand, adrenaline is the sort of thing that synergizes off of my discard strategy, but my discard strategy doesn't exist. I just have 2 reckless swings. So let's go Boulder Stance. Boulder Stance feels like it's going to be something that's always value, where Shadow Mastery might end up not being super helpful. Let's go Boulder Stance. We can pivot into discard in a future run. Negotiation. Double your influence, gain 3 vulnerability. I'm not a huge fan of this card because I don't want to build. I'm not building super high influence. I'm just playing enough influence to play out my cards that are strong. Draw a card, choose a card from your hand to place on top of your draw pile. This is a rare. But this card doesn't seem good to me. So, this is Prepared from Slay the Spire. No, it's not Prepared, sorry. I said this. This is Warcry. This is not Prepared. It's like... I guess the thing is, it's a free card. It's not Warcry, it's a little better. Because it doesn't exhaust? Wait, let me conceptualize this. You have Planning. You draw 5 cards and one of them is Planning. You play Planning and you draw the card you would have drawn if you didn't have Planning in your deck. And then you get to you have to choose one of those 5. So yeah, if you have a reason for this card, like, I have to think about it a little more. let's grab it because I need to play around. I want to play around with it and see if there's any more value in the game for it. Because as it sits, I think that planning is just bad. But the idea is you use it to hold a specific card for a specific turn. But I don't know how often that matters in this game. Let me get a bunch of upgrades. Gain 2 defense or expend. I'll take gain 2 defense over this card expending. I don't really care about it expending. So we'll just go gain 2. Draw a card or heal 4 and expend. I like the Kradeshi Feint a lot. Drawing isn't that important. Let's go Kradeshi Feint. Fight Dirty. We get upgraded special pool or improvise plus. This one, I feel like we want upgraded. I think we want upgraded. Draw a card, discard a card, or do 8. Let's do draw a card, discard a card on this. I think it's fine. Black, did any of its blood get on you? Someone said something about warts. The switch had a point. Imagine that thing running loose in Murder Bay. Speaking of, you're not supposed to be here, Hunter. What was it you wanted? Need that package, buddy. Or push off before the reinforcements arrive. Yep. See you later, boss. That was pretty fun. So I did not get a graph for that. Maybe I think you might only get graphs at the end of day 1 and 2. Pop on over to the roadside market and drop our 420 gold and call it a day, shall we? I want to buy... Can I buy something for my pet? I can upgrade gelling. Upgrades your pet to be stronger in battle, but does not train it. For 230. Hell yeah. I'm about it. Give a shill. Costs 1 to heal him. You improve gelling. Yeah. Go behind the curtain. Try not to listen as Frolic of the Beast gets to work. What? Okay. He has 50 health now. Wow. If I murder gelling, I get Carapace. Apply 8 defense. That's a really strong card. Item, I guess. Did I buy a removal? I tried to, but I couldn't find something I wanted to, right? Or no, I did? No, I removed a battle card. So after the day, do I feel like any of these cards warrant a removal? I think you definitely can make a case for a few of them. Like, just making the deck generally a little smaller might not be a bad idea. But I'm not going to do it. Let's call the day done here, shall we? Take package to fish. Here you go, fish. One box of pure contraband. Wash it after you plug it in. Don't worry, it's probably fine. Something works. End of the day. So what I have learned as well is we should press end day right here. Because like this is where I should end the episode, because this is where it's going to pick up the next one. Because it's end of last conversation is where the save point is. So end of the conversation with fish. So there you have it. That's a little Griftlands for you. I'll try and knock out the rest of this like tomorrow, the rest of this episode or the rest of this run, so that I can, you know, I'm progressing on stream, and it kind of like it's kind of a weird disconnect between YouTube and stream because progression's happening over there a lot faster. However, either way, we'll kind of work it out, right? You guys probably don't care too much. You've probably also been playing a lot of this game, so it's good that I'm not falling super far behind the curve for if you're playing it. But regardless, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.